Hello.
Hi.
I am part of the Youth Council Ambassadors.
The goal of the Ithaca Youth Council Ambassadors has always been to represent the youth of Tompkins County and share their concerns with our local government officials. We meet on a bi-weekly basis to further our efforts to address the needs of youth across Tompkins County, New York. However, I am the only member of the Youth Council who is eligible to vote. We're looking for what our focus this year should be, and we're centering around maybe the issue of lowering the voting age. So we're still talking.
I think the voting age should be lowered to 16.
I think that the voting age should be lowered to 16.
I strongly support the idea of lowering the voting age.
I feel the voting age should be lowered to 16.
The voting age should be lowered.
I believe that the voting age should be lowered to 16, and here's why.
It is really important to vote because that's what makes a democracy.
I think it's important to have a say in your government at a young age because it affects you and it affects future generations.
Young people play such a vital role in our society, and they essentially shape the future.
And by not letting 16 and 17-year-olds voice their opinions, then it's very limiting.
With the older generations voting on topics that affect us, that is them deciding our future for us. Democracy is supposed to be inclusive. So tell me, what is inclusive about that?
The young people are going to have to deal with issues that the older generations left us. So aren't we among the most qualified to speak on behalf of ourselves and our future children?
Some adults think that teenagers are too young to vote because they don't know enough or whatever their reasons are.
Some people might say that 16 and 17-year-olds are just foolish. They'll just go with what their parents will tell them, but from my experience, that is not the case.
16-year-olds are some of the most involved in politics right now, I think.
A lot of teenagers are really active in politics and research a lot or watch the news.
With young inspirations like Greta Thunberg, David Hogg, and Emma Gonzalez, and our urgency to act on issues like climate change and gun violence that directly impact us, youth are not the clueless puppets some people perceive us as.
Research shows that 16 and 17-year-olds have the knowledge, skills, and mental reasoning to make informed choices. We do things adults do, such as pay taxes, drive, and represent ourselves in court.
Why shouldn't we be able to start early politically?
If the government trusts you to drive at 16 years old, I think you should be able to vote. Because I trust more people to vote than I do to drive.
I am 17 and I know I'm very politically engaged.
America's youth are more passionate, politically active, and inspired to create necessary change in our country than ever before.
Lowering the voting age can lead to long-term increase in voter turnout.
And I think we need more people to get out there and vote in the first place.
Growing up in this community has shaped who I am and encourages me to speak out for what I believe in.
There's so much going on in the world and so much you could be doing. I've learned that being involved in the community and bringing new perspectives and appreciating them is so important.
Most high school students who do want to vote, they have values and opinions, and they're not just voting for their parents, they're voting for themselves.
We've put in the work, we're all civically engaged, and we've been representatives and leaders in our community.
A lot of teens would definitely go and give their opinion and really show that they really do care.
I personally would love to decide who sits in Oval Office and who is in charge locally as well.
I'm ready to voice my opinion to make a change.
Please join me and the other youth in making our own decisions and standing up for our rights.
We would be one step closer to making the world a better place.
It would be an honor and privilege to have my voice heard in democracy. And I would want to make it heard as loud as I possibly can.